I don't want to win decisions. I want to get the finish, go after them. Yeah, when I get in the cage, I'm pretty aggressive. I'll try and go for someone, be aggressive. I want to put a stamp on the fight. Some decisions you leave, and then there's still some ifs, but you go for the finish. There's no if.
Was coming in 11 days notice. He probably was a little fluffy, not in the greatest shape that he could be in. So it was very smart for him to start attacking the body. And when you get guys that are attacking the body and they hurt to the body, those hands automatically start to drop a little lower. So he was constantly throwing the front kick, boom, to the body throughout that first round. And of course the low leg kicks. Islam ended up hitting him early on that first round with a head kick. Volkanovski was kind of leaning away from the kick, which it wasn't as effective. If I throw a roundhouse kick and you move with the kick, it takes power off of that kick. The second time, hit him with it once, knew it was gonna go there again. He knew he could get that leg there again from an open stance. Let me attack the body a little bit with some front kick.
Everyone thinks this is a simple striker versus grappler fight. They're wrong. The narrative is easy. Can the world-class boxer stop the unstoppable wrestler? But the truth is, this fight won't be won in the striking or the grappling. It will be decided in the inches between those two worlds. By the end of this breakdown, you won't just know who has the advantage, you will understand the precise moments and tactical battles where this championship will be won or lost. Let's start where the fight begins, on the feet. The Australian champion Jack Della Maddalena has elite-level boxing. His jab, hooks, and uppercuts are crisp, and his combinations flow effortlessly between the head and body. His rhythm, timing, and sense of distance are top tier. He is a sniper in there, smooth, precise, and always composed, able to knock you out with either hand by finding the smallest openings. He's devastating in the clinch, working the body beautifully at close range. Those short liver shots will be crucial against a grappler like Islam, who will constantly try to close the distance. However, his defense has holes. Jack's legs have always been a concern, and you can bet Islam will target them early to limit his mobility. Furthermore, his striking is fundamentally sound boxing, which is both a strength and a limitation in an era of multi-weapon specialists. Now, let's switch to the Dagestani machine, Islam Makhachev. In recent years, his kickboxing has improved drastically. While not the most creative striker, what he does works because every strike he throws carries the threat of a takedown. That is what freezes his opponents. His leg and body kicks are sharp, and he mixes levels intelligently, making him far more than a simple grappler with an overhand, but he is not without flaws. Islam can still leave himself open when closing distance for a takedown. His head position can be exposed, and against a sniper like Della Maddalena, that is dangerous territory. One clean countershot could change everything. In pure striking, Jack holds the edge. If he can dictate the exchanges, his chances of a knockout are high. But if Islam makes the fight messy, this becomes a different world. Next up, wrestling, and let's be honest, there's no debate here. The clear favorite is the Dagestani beast himself. When it comes to ground control, Islam is one of the best in the entire UFC. If he gets on top of you, it's usually the beginning of the end. He has a magnetic grip, crushing pressure, and an ability to deny every inch of space. Once he latches on, he smothers you with relentless control and submission threats. His awareness is next level. He reads opponents like an open book, sensing the slightest weight shift to initiate a takedown before you even realize it. So, does Jack have any hope here? Surprisingly, yes. His takedown defense and scrambling have been improving fight after fight. His athleticism and ability to bounce back to his feet are his greatest allies. His goal is to stand up, reset, and get back to boxing range, but he's still shaky from the bottom. If Islam secures top control, Jack will be in serious trouble as he occasionally leaves his neck exposed while scrambling a death sentence against a hunter like Makhachev. Now let's zoom in on the ground game itself. Islam's dominance on the mat is textbook systematic destruction. He breaks you down step by step. First, he immobilizes you, making you carry his weight. Then he chips away with short, sharp shots, not to knock you out, but to force you to open up. Each strike is a setup for something worse. The choke, the armbar, the inevitable finish. His ground control is an intellectual form of torture where every move has a purpose. Jack's goal here won't be to win, it will be to survive. He'll need to explode, scramble, and never for a single second lose focus. One small mistake and Islam will make him pay. Mentally, Jack Della Maddalena has that raw country boy toughness. He doesn't care about fame, he just wants to fight the best. He stays patient and waits for his moment. He's powerful and keeps his knockout power deep into the later rounds. Islam, on the other hand, has world-class conditioning and what we call champion's composure. Every fight is a chess match, no emotion, just execution. He walks into the cage like a predator, methodical, disciplined, and completely aligned with his game plan. Because of his experience in title fights, Makhachev holds a slight edge in this department. This brings us to the clinch, the zone that could very well decide the entire fight. This is where everything can change. Can Islam neutralize Jack's hands up close, tie him up, and drag him down? Or will Jack punish the body with vicious combinations and force Islam to back off? Jack's bodywork in the clinch is one of his biggest weapons against wrestlers, but it's a high-risk zone. Against a grappler like Islam, even a few seconds in the wrong position means a trip to the canvas. So how can each man win? For Jack Della Maddalena, the path is clear. A knockout, most likely in the first or second round. If he can stuff the first few takedowns and start landing clean, his chances rise exponentially. Let's not forget, Islam is moving up a division. For him, this weight is an experiment. For Jack, it's home. For Islam, the paths to victory are wider. He can secure takedowns and find a submission within 3 rounds, or he can systematically dismantle Jack over 5 rounds with low kicks, level changes, and relentless pressure, guaranteeing a clear decision. Our prediction. On paper, Islam Makhachev's style is a nightmare for Jack Della Maddalena. The most likely outcome is a victory for Islam via submission or TKO in round 3 or 4. That said, Jack's knockout power is the great equalizer that keeps this matchup so electrifying. He has a puncher's chance, and that's what makes this fight so unpredictable.